Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, and I'm here to do the next lift and sketch. This is the sketch that I chose from the Creative Scrappers. I really loved the idea of the different blocks, and the middle block, when I do it correctly, you see I have to flip the page over because I will do it wrong, is a 4x4 square, and then the ones on the outside, I believe, could fit a 2x2 photo, or they're like 3x4. But I absolutely love the way this layout turns out, and it was really fun. So I have to apologize because this is going up, and if it could be going up today, which is Tuesday, or it could be going up on Wednesday, and this should have been up on Saturday. But I have had the flu, and I still have it, and I lost my voice for a few days, so I couldn't even attempt to do a voiceover. I have barely even been on social media, so I'm feeling well enough to do this, but it's just kind of not been the funnest week ever. I am going to do some backstitching with embroidery thread. This idea came to me from a layout I saw Ashley Horton do, and now that I'm thinking about it, it really could have been her version of this layout. But what she did is and it could have been stitching and not embroidery thread, but she chose different colors. So I'm going to do the same thing, and you can see this hot mess of embroidery thread that I have. My son got into, I had it all just stacked in its little, you know how it's wrapped, and it was in the jar, and my son got a hold of it, and he was just having so much fun, and he was being so sweet about it that I wasn't mad at him. And I think I got like 1,000 pieces of, I don't know, it was something crazy for like $2. So it didn't hurt anything. So I picked those 4 colors here. I did black, navy blue, pink, and yellow. And I won't make you watch me do the stitching. I think by now you've probably seen enough people do back stitching, but that is what it looks like. And now I just get to figure out which photos I want to use. So I have these 2. There's that one that's Sean and his mom the day Jackson was born. This is before I went into labor. And that is of Jackson and his little cousin Jayla. And I've done a few layouts about them, but this one, I love this photo. Sean's stepmom took the photo, and there's just something about it, the angle of it, I don't know, but I absolutely love the composition of this photo. So this is the one I'm going to pick, and I was originally going to kind of follow the sketch a little bit more and do a 4x4 photo, but when I went through all of my photos, I couldn't find anything I wanted to scrap or tell a story about. But this one came to me, and I actually liked it being overlaying a piece of that black embroidery thread. So it doesn't bother me that I did all that work and some of it's being covered up. It's kind of like when you do mixed media. So that didn't bother me, but I'm going to pick a couple pieces. As you saw, I just have this messy collection of 6x6 papers. Just picked 2 of those to go in back. I really like the 2 pieces that I chose. I chose one that has this really cool, it's text, I think it's talking about spring or something, but I really like that. And then I found this, and it's like the perfect teal green color. It's a little more to the green side than stuff I normally use, but there's something about it that just kind of helps pop off that photo. So I really, really, really like the way that turned out. And that's all I knew that I was going to do. That was my idea, and the rest of this layout is a huge struggle for me. So I'm thinking about backing it, and I do end up backing it with a piece from the Maggie Home Shine collection. But first I'm going to look through my floral. I have these 2 sticker sheets that have floral, and I really thought that because this is a black and white photo, maybe the touch of some sort of floral somewhere might really might kind of just be that perfect touch. And I found this piece, which I believe is it's not actually from the On Trend. I know it was on there, but I don't think it's actually from there. I believe it was from the other one because there's gold involved in it, like really shiny gold. So I found that, and I thought that would work well just because I could now bring in the color of that red. I'm going to play it off as red-ish more than the pink. I tried to use this You and Me sticker, and that's the one thing about using those on-trend stickers. They are so sticky. If you decide you don't want them there, be careful when you peel them because it wrecked my photo just a tiny bit. So the next thing I'm working on here is I did find, I knew I had these, I just hadn't used them, and they're gold foil overlays from, I believe they're Heidi Swap. I'm going to go through them. I wanted one that would, because Jackson's to the side, I had to really be kind of careful on what I did. I found this best day. I thought about laying it to the side, and then I was like, no, I really like it up there. And then I thought, well, I have these bigger pieces too, so what if I layered one of those and brought the gold down to the bottom as well? Tried this, which I liked, but it was too much solid gold. So I went back to this one that has little gold kind of dots around it, and I really liked the way that turned out. So then I decided, well, I probably should grab something with some dimension. I like the idea of those 3 stars. Obviously, I was out of it on that one, but I do have it from the Little You collection. That's the boy collection I have. And so I just grabbed the 3 stars, and then I was choosing between the luggage and the house because this was taken on a night that Jackson was staying over at Sean's dad and his stepmom. So we just kind of I wanted to highlight that in some way. And here is that piece of Making Home Shine collection. I was thinking I would use that green leaf pattern. I had cut this out for another layout, thinking that that's the color I would use. But when I lay this down, and as you can see, I haven't stuck anything down. Like I said, I was really, really undecisive with this layout. I could not figure out exactly what I wanted to do. When I lie it down, I actually decide that the pink, so the reverse side of it, I like it so much better, and it's got a little gradient of the wood grain down to pink. The next part I work on is my title. They're all just stickers from different collections. I did paint 2 of them. The one I did the Tide That Binds You, and the other one I did Redalicious. I think that I grabbed the wrong Dazzlers, and that's not what that says, but it is what I used. And it just kind of, again, coordinates all the colors that I'm trying to kind of highlight with the background paper that I use, pattern paper, and then of course that really pretty floral piece. So that's where I drew the colors from to color them, and then the word day obviously is just in gold. And then after a little bit of fussing, that is all the filming I'm able to do. Like I said, I really haven't been feeling that great, so just making this layout could have been part of the reason why it was so rough. So I will take some photos of the finished. I didn't add a lot more, but there are a few things that you missed from my filming. I apologize, this is a little bit more of a rough one. There is a prize winner from our giveaway that we did, so stay tuned. I'll link that up at the very end as well. And thanks everyone so much for watching. I should be back in, well, a week technically. Thanks everyone. Bye. Here's my finished layout for the lift and sketch. This is where it was coming from, again, just to show you. So I was able to do this nice square. I even did it to the same dimensions. I did not do my journaling in the same spot. My title basically went in the right spot, but not everything. I left some spots blank. So all you missed from the video is just a few embellishments. So I added this right here with the date, a little tab, this little tag. Maybe I can bring it up closer for you. This little tag, the little tab, and then this thing that says the here and now, the little floral piece, and this little heart sticker for the journaling. The journaling is just talking about how much fun my little guy had playing with his cousin on a sleepover that he got to go spend the night with his grandpa and grandma Anna, and he loves that. It's one of his favorite things to do. And they met up with Sean's aunt and uncle. So this is his, it's Sean's second cousin. So I guess they're second cousins. I don't know how you do that. But Sean's cousin's little girl. And they got to go to this really big indoor play gym, and they had so much fun together. And so I love this photo. I know I said it in my voiceover, but I absolutely love the composition of this photo. And Jackson just looks so cute. And this is what he does. He likes to explore and figure things out. And I really like the way that it turned out. So really, it's quite a basic layout. But I think with the colors that were added and the few embellishments here and there, it kind of helped
stand out a little bit, and I'm really pleased with the way it turned out. I love this border that I chose that has the wood grain. It starts as a wood grain and then it goes into pink. It is from the Maggie Home Shine collection, but I absolutely love that I chose that instead of the back, which is the green floral. Again, I know it's Wednesday. This was supposed to go out on Saturday. I am still getting over this silly flu. I really apologize. And lastly, as I mentioned before, just stay after just a moment and I will share the prize winner for the giveaway that we did. Thanks everyone so much for hanging in there and watching this, and I hope to be back and on time for the next episode. Bye everyone!